Have you ever thought about flipping a house, but then thought to yourself, I don't have no money to purchase it, let alone no money to fund the rehab costs? Well, in this video, I'm gonna change your whole outlook on that so that you can start flipping houses with no money. And yes, I literally mean no money. You're probably wondering why you should listen to me in the first place. Well, it's because I actually done it. I flipped the property with no money out of pocket and profited around $31,000. And if you guys want to see the full-on breakdown of that video, make sure you guys click this link right here. But before we start, for those that don't know who I am, my name is Stephanie Kabidi. I'm a real estate investor and agent out in Harrisburg, PA, and I'm just documenting my full-on real estate investing journey out on YouTube. So make sure you guys go subscribe to stay along. But with that being said, let's get right into the video. So like I told you guys, I actually done this myself and flipped the deal, flipped the property with no money out of pocket. And I kind of want to break down how everything led up to that point, because I had the same mindset as you, as I need money, I need all this money, 20,000, 30,000 just to be able to flip a property. And in reality, I didn't. I didn't need that money. I could come in, as long as you find a good deal, it could happen. So I'm gonna break down how it actually came to be, how I actually found this out, and then we're going to go into more details of what you can start doing today to find this deal so that you can start getting a lot of money from flipping properties. It actually all started last year when I went to this real estate investing breakfast meetup, and it was around Christmas time, and it was just me and 4 other guys, and we're just talking about real estate investing. Now it's great because I'm only 22 years old, and at the time I was 21, just listening to all these older people that have so much knowledge and so much wisdom within the real estate investing space, and I was just taking it in while I'm over there eating my omelet and just listening to what they had to say. And during that time, they asked me, Stephanie, why haven't you had your first real estate investing deal yet? And mind you, I was doing some things on the side, some real estate investing stuff, but I did a lot more agent stuff at the time. And I told them, I was straight up. I said, well, I don't have any money, like I can't. So they stopped me right there and brought me back to reality and said, Stephanie, you don't need any money to do it. You just have to find a good deal. And when they kind of broke it down, like literally broke it down for me, and I got that concept of I really don't need any money, that's when I told them, you know what, wait till the next real estate breakfast meetup, I'm gonna have my first deal. And roughly the next meetup was a month later in January, and the week after we had that breakfast meetup, when they told me like you don't need any money, that's when I had a deal, and I reached out to them, and it was just history. But just having the right people around you and having the right people around me is what really helped me realize like I don't need any money to be able to do so. But this is what I did to be able to get this deal and being able to profit a lot of money on it, right? So I was cold calling as an agent, and I was doing geo leads at the time. And for those that don't know what geo leads are, that's when you're literally just circle prospecting. So you're picking a property in the neighborhood that recently sold, and you're calling up all the neighbors saying, hey, I seen that this property recently sold in your area. I didn't know if there was anything if I could do for you. And I was doing that through a lot of properties within the area. I was doing a lot of cold calling at the time, and I called up this one lady, and she basically said, yeah, my property has mold, so I don't know if it would sell, and stuff like that. And when she said mold, I was like, oh, like just thinking in my head, this may not be the perfect property to list, but this may be a great investment opportunity. So right on that phone, I scheduled the appointment to go see the property. And during that appointment, it was probably like a couple days later, I brought all my listing materials, and I didn't bring any investing stuff. So in the back of my mindset, I knew like I was kind of scoping out the property to see how it would work on an investing point of view. But even though like I still didn't even know much about investing, right? So I went on the appointment, walked through the property, built a good relationship with the seller, and kind of told her what we can do. And I told her, after looking at the property, so I can kind of see how much mold is really in there and kind of see what comps are in the area, once I come back to my office and everything like that. I told her that I'd be able to go through a game plan or pricing options, I would say, of what would be best for her, and see which one she would choose. So I gave her how much it would be if she were to list it. I gave her how much it would be if she were to get that cash offer, and luckily she wanted that cash offer. But before we even got to that point, I called up one of the guys at the meetup when we had breakfast to come out and see the property, and he saw it. He said, Stephanie, this is a good good deal, and then he was on board of wanting to partner. Now, he told me like he could bring the hard money lender as well as the contractor, which is like awesome. This is exciting. This is great. Profiting, you know, like 50-50 and everything. And that was amazing. So he told me we could get this deal done. She chose the cash offer option. We went with that. We closed on the property. We started working on the property, and then I listed the property, got commission from that, plus getting profit from the flipping side as well. And guys, the thing that people don't realize, and I know it sounds so simple, and I think I say this in my other videos, is you just have to find a good deal. I did not bring money to the table. I did not bring any money to the table. The way it's set up, this partner I was working with, he had a really good relationship with the hard money lender. So he funded the purchase price and the rehab costs. Like I said, no money out of my pocket to be able to do this deal. The only money I would say that came out of my pocket was the dialer cost, just cold calling. And I don't know, it probably was $99 a month or so. I can't remember the exact cost since I changed dialers, but literally just cold calling, because it was a GeoLead list. So I didn't have to skip trace a list or buy a list or anything like that, because I was just calling neighborhood, you know? So literally, but seriously, like no money out of my pocket for this fix and flip to be able to profit $31,000. So you guys have to realize, like, get that mindset of where you need money to do a deal out of your head and put on this mindset of, I need to find a good deal. I'm looking for my next, you know, good deal. Just wait. Like, just speak it into existence. Like, I'm gonna find a deal within the next month. And me literally speaking that into existence, that's what helped me get this deal. And not just speaking it into existence, but also putting the work behind that. You know, you have to put the action in to be able to get these results. So that's why I wanted to share my story on like how you can actually do it and how I overcame that thought process of me having to have money in order to do a fix and flip. So first things first, you don't need money and you have to find a good deal. Now, you also do have to find a good partner. So after you find that good deal, you need a good partner to partner up with that has connection. And you're probably wondering, where do I find these partners? Well, you can go to Real Estate Investing Meetup. Check out meetup.com. And I'm sure there's so many real estate investing meetup websites that you can go to start networking with real estate investors. Go into Facebook groups, you know, reach out to people and see if they want to grab coffee. Build relationships with these experienced real estate investors and kind of talk to them. See if they're looking for flips, see if they're looking for rental properties, see what their criteria is. Because once you break that down and you tell them, hey, you know, if I were to find a really good deal, a really good flip, would you be willing to partner? You know, and I'm sure they'll say yes, 100%. Because if it's a good deal, who's not going to say yes? So make sure you're building relationships and you're networking with these real estate experts, these real estate investors that know the business already. Because this is not only going to help you get the funding as well as get the contractors, but this is also going to help you get some mentorship through your first fix and flip. Now, after you found the good deal, you've been networking with real estate investors and they provide that hard money or private money lender, they're most likely going to provide that contractor as well. If not, that's fine. You can definitely go into Facebook groups and, you know, reach out to get referrals on contractors. And when you do have contractors come out, you want to make sure you have 3 bids, because not every pricing is going to be the same. One contractor may try to screw you over because you're a little bit newer, but that's when that experienced investor comes in that you're partnering up with and kind of explains that process to you. So make sure you get at least 3 bids so you can see, you know, the pricing difference between the two. But that is basically it. And I hope this really changes your mindset of you needing money to have a deal in a fix and flip, which you really don't. All right, and if it did, make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. I hope you guys start looking for deals, and there's so many different exit strategies you can do with these deals if you don't plan on fixing and flipping it. And if you do have a deal and you need help with these exit strategies, you can definitely send me a DM on Instagram. I'd love to help you guys out. And if you guys ever have any questions, comment them down below. If you guys are looking for a real estate wholesaling community, check out Flip Creators. I'll have that link down in the description. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.